This is Radio Nepal. I'm Manjil Ghimire with the news. Our top stories first. Writ petitions demanding dissolution of the House of Representatives and appointment of Nepali Congress President Sherbahadur Deuba as the Prime Minister being heard in Constitutional Court today. Jumla's organic agri-products exported to Canada for the first time, and Australian city Sydney faces new restrictions as COVID cases rise. Now, the news in detail. The writ petitions demanding the dissolution of the House of Representatives and the appointment of Nepali Congress President Sherbahadur Deuba as the Prime Minister is being heard in the Constitutional Court from today. 30 writ petitions have been filed in the Supreme Court against the dissolution of the House of Representatives. Writ petitions filed by 146 lawmakers, including Nepali Congress President Deuba, had been fixed for the first hearing today. A constitutional bench led by Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Jangabahadur Rana, comprising Justices Deepak Kumar Karki, Meera Khadka, Ishwar Khatiwada, and Anand Mohan Bhattarai is hearing the case. Jumla's organic agri-products have been exported to Canada. Beans, millet, and Marcy rice, the typical productions of Jumla, have been supplied to Canada. These products of Jumla are popular in the market for their typical taste and branded as the organic ones. According to Karnali Safe and Superfood Industries Executive Chief Raj Sahi, 14 tons of rice of Marcy variety, 4 tons of beans, and 1 ton of millet was sent to a Canada-based food company. The supplied packages have an image of Nepali flag on the display. Coronavirus infection has spread at the community level in Nisti village of Palpa district. Nisti Rural Municipality Ward number 7 has been sealed, citing a new mutation variant of the coronavirus may have been found in Jamire of the village. The rural municipality had sealed the ward office from June 22nd to June 30th. A statement issued by Chief Administrative Officer of the rural municipality, Bhagwan Bhakta Aryal, said that the construction work and vehicles carrying construction materials would continue as usual even though the ward office was sealed. 88% of the beds in COVID-dedicated hospitals in Baake are vacant. According to District COVID Crisis Management Center, Baake, out of 361 beds allocated for COVID treatment in 4 hospitals in Baake district, 300 beds are now vacant. Until a month and a half ago, hospitals in Baake were full of COVID-infected people. There are currently only 44 patients in 4 COVID-dedicated hospitals in Baake. The number of infected has been gradually declining since May 10th. The weather is predicted to be generally to mostly cloudy throughout the country today. There is a possibility of light to moderate rain with thunder and lightning is likely to occur at many places of the country, with chances of heavy rainfall at 1 or 2 places of Province 1, Bagmati Province, Gandaki Province, and Lumbini Province. This news comes to you from Radio Nepal. Now on to some international updates. Sweeping new restrictions will be imposed across Sydney as Australia's largest city grapples with a fast-growing COVID outbreak. Authorities reported 16 new infections on Wednesday, which brings the cluster there to 37 cases. Sydney's 5.3 million residents will have to wear masks indoors, and many will be banned from travelling out of the city. Officials are concerned about the extremely contagious Delta variant. The cluster marks the largest rise in infections in Sydney since December. For most of the year, locals have enjoyed almost no restrictions on daily life. But the sharp case rise in the past week has prompted authorities to reinstate distancing rules. Migrant children have been living in alarming conditions where disease is rampant, food can be dangerous, and there are reports of sexual abuse at a U.S. border detention center in Texan Desert. Experts say in recent months, the U.S. has seen a massive rise in migrants and asylum seekers from Central America. Violence, natural disasters, and pandemic-related economic strife are some of the reasons behind the influx. Some have also suggested the perception of a more lenient administration under Democrat Joe Biden has contributed to the crisis, though the White House has urged migrants against journeying to the U.S. border. The United States has taken down dozens of Iranian news websites which it has accused of spreading disinformation. Many sites were offline on Tuesday with notices explaining that they have been seized by the U.S. alongside seals of the FBI and Department of Commerce. They include Iran's state-owned Press TV and Al Misraha TV, run by the Iranian-backed Houthi movement. It comes amid heightened tensions between U.S. and Iran over the reinitializing a nuclear deal. Reuters news agency reported that U.S. Department of Justice said the U.S. has seized a 33 website run by the Iranian Islamic Radio and Television Union and other 3 run by Iran-backed Hezbollah militia. With this, we have almost come to the end of this news from Radio Nepal for this hour. But before wrapping up, top stories once again. Writ petitions demanding dissolution of the House of Representatives and the appointment of Nepali Congress President Sherbahadur Deuba as the Prime Minister being heard in Constitutional Court today. Jumla's organic agri-products exported to Canada for the first time, and Australian city Sydney faces new restrictions as COVID cases rise. Well, that's the end of this news from Radio Nepal for this hour. Please also log on to our website www.onlineradionepal.gov.np for more news and online programs. Our next news in English will be at 8 in the evening. Stay tuned and have a good day.